What if I told you that AI probably isn't coming for your job, but the person sitting next to you might? Not because they're smarter, not because they're more experienced, but because they're using AI while you're not. Sounds dramatic? Well, that's exactly what we're discussing today. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wave Insights. I'm Aska. If you're new here, this is the channel where we break down the technologies shaping the future of business, from artificial intelligence and cybersecurity to automation, SaaS products, and emerging tech trends. In our very first episode, we talked about why understanding technology is becoming essential for businesses and professionals. Today, we're taking that conversation one step further. Because whether you're a business owner, an employee, a student, or simply someone curious about technology, you've probably asked yourself this question: is AI really taking jobs? To help answer that, I'm joined by Faraz, a technology strategist with years of experience working with software systems, automation projects, and digital transformation initiatives. Faraz, welcome to Wave Insights.
Thank you, Aska. Excited to be here. And honestly, I think this is one of the most important conversations people can have right now.
Let's jump right into it. Faraz, every week we're seeing headlines saying AI is replacing workers. People are worried, students are worried, employees are worried, even business owners seem uncertain. So let's settle it. Is AI actually taking jobs?
You want the short answer? No. At least not in the way most people imagine. The problem is that most headlines oversimplify what's happening. People hear that AI can write emails, generate reports, create presentations, produce images, write code, and even make videos. Then they assume entire professions are disappearing. But that's not how most jobs work.
What do you mean?
Most jobs aren't a single task, they're a collection of responsibilities. Let's take a marketing manager as an example. People think marketing is writing content. In reality, writing content is just one piece. They're also developing strategies, analyzing customer behavior, managing budgets, coordinating teams, reviewing performance, making decisions. AI can help with some of those activities, but replacing all of them is a completely different challenge. That's why I often say AI is replacing tasks much faster than it's replacing jobs.
That's actually a very important distinction. Because most people don't hear that part. So, why does it feel like everyone is panicking?
Because AI has improved incredibly fast. Think about where we were just 3 years ago. Most people barely interacted with AI. Today, millions of people use AI tools every day. Whenever technology advances this quickly, uncertainty follows. And to be fair, we've seen this before.
You mean with previous technologies?
Exactly. When calculators became mainstream, people worried about accountants. When spreadsheets became common, people worried about finance professionals. When the internet emerged, people worried about researchers. Yet those professions didn't disappear, they evolved. The tools changed, the work changed, people adapted. And I think AI is following a similar pattern.
So, if AI isn't the biggest threat, what is?
It's falling behind. I think that's the real risk. Imagine two sales professionals. Both have the same experience. Both are equally talented. One spends 4 hours researching prospects. The other uses AI and finishes in 30 minutes. Who has more time to focus on relationships, strategy, and selling?
I believe everyone would think the same. The second one.
Exactly. Now imagine that advantage every day, every week, every month, over a year. The productivity gap becomes enormous. That's why I often tell people AI probably won't replace you, but someone who knows how to use AI effectively might outperform you.
That statement is somehow more terrifying than the headlines.
Yeah, because it's closer to reality.
Let's make this practical. You work with businesses regularly. How are companies actually using AI today?
Great question. And the answer is much less dramatic than most people expect. Most companies aren't replacing entire departments, They are solving specific problems. For example, customer support teams use AI to answer repetitive questions. Recruiters use AI to organize applications and identify suitable candidates. Developers use AI assisted coding tools to speed up software development. Marketing teams use AI to generate ideas, analyze campaign data, and draft content. Finance teams use AI to summarize reports and identify trends. The common theme is simple: humans remain involved. The repetitive work decreases, the valuable work increases.
So, businesses aren't necessarily replacing employees, they're helping employees become more productive.
Exactly. Think of AI as an assistant, a very fast assistant, one that never sleeps, never takes holidays, and somehow processes information faster than all of us.
Okay, that last part is slightly concerning.
A little. But fortunately, it's still not asking for promotions.
By the way, I'm curious. If you're watching this, let us know in the comments. Are you excited about AI? Concerned about AI? Or somewhere in the middle? We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you're enjoying this discussion, consider subscribing because we'll be covering AI, cybersecurity, automation, SaaS innovations, and emerging technologies every week. Let's talk solutions. Suppose someone watching this is feeling overwhelmed. Where should they start?
Start small. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming they need to become AI experts overnight. You don't. Use AI to summarize documents, draft emails, generate ideas, research topics, organize information. The goal isn't mastery, the goal is familiarity. Because familiarity leads to confidence, and confidence leads to capability.
So, people shouldn't fear technology. They should learn how to use it.
Exactly. You don't need to build the engine, you just need to learn how to drive the car.
Let's fast forward 5 years. What do you think the workplace looks like?
I think AI becomes as normal as email. Nobody asks whether a company uses email anymore. It's simply expected. I believe AI will reach that point. The question won't be, do you use AI? The question will be, how effectively do you use AI? Businesses will automate more repetitive tasks. Employees will spend more time on creativity, communication, leadership, and decision making. And adaptability will become one of the most valuable professional skills.
So, the future belongs to people who keep learning.
Without a doubt, technology changes, industries change, tools change, but the ability to learn remains the same.
I think that's the perfect takeaway. If there's one thing to remember from today's discussion, it's this: AI isn't something to fear, it's something to understand. Because whether you're a business owner, a student, a professional, or an entrepreneur, technology is becoming part of every industry. Faraz, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you to everyone watching. In our next episode, we're moving from theory to practice. We'll be exploring 5 AI tools that businesses are already using right now to save time, improve productivity, and gain a competitive advantage. So if you don't want to miss that discussion, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us as we continue exploring the technologies shaping tomorrow's world. I'm Aska, this is Wave Insights, and we'll see you in the next episode.